Project Al. He does some cool things and dumb things too.
Like this intro.
Hey guys, it's Project Down. We're going to be working on the brakes for the 64 Thunderbird today. There's a little bit to do on it. There's the springs. These broke off. We're going to replace the brake cylinder in the back and everything. So I made sure I got all the right parts. I got a bucket to get all the stuff and have all the old stuff drop into it. So we'll start working on that stuff. And then this was already off because the springs were broken, so we just got to take this one down here off. Try to remember which way it went, so you know, so everything goes on the right way. Let's get this in here. So try to get this hook into the spring. Somehow. This one's tight. Let's see if I go here and wedge that out a little bit. That will work. There we go. And then I should be able to get this in a slot here. And then put it on here. Let's prise it off there. So this one's connected right here, and this is for the brake, for the emergency brake on the back, the cable. These need to be replaced. Full of gunk, of course. Old thing. So that spring goes on this side. We're going to reuse this bar, I believe. Yep, we're reusing this bar, so I'll just brush it off. Have it nice and clean again. Make sure the steel's good and everything. So the wheel cylinder here is a 3/8 inch wrench. And that's to take off the brake line in the back right there. And let's clean this off a bit. Alright, so we got a little bit of light here.
I'll do the wrench.
So this brake line right here, take this out. It's a 3/8 inch. And we're trying to take the wheel cylinder off here. Okay. So that is off. Get that out of the way. And then this is 1/2 inch right here for these wheel cylinders here. You're gonna need these bolts still. So just make sure you save these bolts. There, those two. So just this and the stuff. There you go. This piece came off nice and easy. So that's garbage. See inside there? See inside there? It's completely ruined. That's all trash. Alright. Now we're going to do a little cleaning here. Nice new wheel cylinder there. Nice and clean. So you put it in like that. And then put the bolts in from the back. Alright, this is the new parts to the self-adjusting brake. It's a little windy, so hopefully everything's okay. You can hear me. Make sure it has right, like R on that. And on these, it should say R on these too. For the right, because they're all different. So now you want to put a little bit of high temp grease on these shiny spots here, because that's where the brake is going to touch. You want to make sure it's only on that and not touching any of the brake shoe parts, because if this grease gets onto this pad, I'm going to be in trouble. We got the new pins for here to hold the brake shoe into place. Like that. The springs right here. And the little cap. This tool I have should hold this and push this into place. Let's see. Nope, it's not the right tool. So I just use a regular pair of pliers like this. Makes it easy. First things first, we got to take, where is it? There we go. Get this back into place. There we go. You see how it clips on there? From the back, the spring's in the front of that tab. And this is going to go up like that. Alright. That's behind the brake. And the spring goes right there. Alright. And then the pliers with one of the caps. And you just push that on there and twist a little bit and it'll stay in place. Just like that. Going like that. This one. Okay. Now, put this back on there like that. Once you get these darn pins in to hold the shoe in place, everything gets so much easier. Oh, kind of. There we go. Alright. So now those are in place, right? These are going to go up like that. So let's get the other parts in. Goes in here like this. And these are in here. Might have to push those in. See how they sink in there? So this will go in. Go. So those are in. This is going in the back. Can I swing that still in there? There we go. And this will go through this pin here. Alright. That's what this clip is for. There we go. Alright, so that's on. I'm going to leave that loose until everything is complete, and then I'll pinch it closed. Okay, so on this side, this one goes on first, this goes on second with the spacer on there. Alright, this goes on here. Those in place. Like that. This goes in this little hole here. It's going to go up like that. Supposedly, if I go like this, put this on here, I'll hold into place. I need to slide this down. Just like that. Pretty easy if you have the little tool with that little lip in there. So this has got to go on there. Alright. And this goes in the spring in this brake right here. You see that? This has to go in there somehow. Let's get that back in there. There we go. And then on this side too. So springs in there, the springs here. Alright. And then we put this setup in. So this is going to go here with this. We wiggle that in there somehow. There we go. And again, put this on there. Slide it up to there. Oh wait, I'm missing something. Whew. Good thing I stopped. This needs to be behind there because it's going to go around this and in there. So I need to take this one off and redo it. This is for the right. Make sure that's on the tab up here so the cable stays in place. It goes around the spring. And this gets hooked on here. And that tab goes in there, right? And all we need is the spring here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Alright. See if you can see that. So I got both connected like that. Alright, and this is going to go in here like this. So right there, you know it's right because you pull up and it pushes it down. Pull up, pushes it down. So the more this expands, the more this will expand. Like that. So pretty easy. After you do a few, it starts getting easier. Still a pain in the butt sometimes. Oh, see, I saw that. This came out. So we got to fix that right there. Always double check to make sure everything is in place. Because one little thing is going to ruin everything. One other thing you get are these little rubber pieces. That's the final thing. Since it's gonna cover this hole in the back here, it's like that, so you don't get dirt in there and stuff. Make sure you put those on, alright? I noticed something when I was done. This spring popped out. So be careful that that spring doesn't pop out. You got to put that back in or it's not going to work. So let's get this shrunk up some more. Put this all the way in. This needs to go all the way in. I had the problem with the backs of the other side too with this springs. All these springs, you need to make sure they're in place perfectly. Now everything is on nice and neat. That's all the way in to hold. This clip is working here, or the adjuster, because it's going around here and up there. Alright, we got these pins in right, and that spring's in right. Everything's looking good. And that's how you do a 1964 rear brakes with self-adjusters on it. This is Project Al. See you next time.